Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a tutorial on epoxy and alcohol inks. I am going to show you how I did this tumbler here. It's a 30-ounce Aladdin tumbler. It is a Little Mermaid Disney inspired tumbler. So first what I did was I got a 30-ounce tumbler and I spray painted it with a white primer. Just going to put it on and turn it on. Okay. I've already mixed my epoxy. I did 2.5 teaspoons and I used these little measuring cups of each A and B and I mixed them together. I let it sit and I used my heating embossing tool to pop any bubbles, and then I let it sit a couple more seconds, and all I'm going to do is get the epoxy. I use a silicone cupcake thing so it doesn't stick. I just put it on here and just spread it. You don't need too much, because then the thicker the layer, you know, the longer to me it takes to dry. You can always do another layer if you would like it a little bit thicker, or if you're going to put a decal on it. So your first layer could be thin, so you just spread it all over. I'm pretty messy with this stuff, so just be mindful of how much you're going to mix. The bigger the cup, you may want to go up a little bit more. I also do the bottom. I spray paint the whole cup, top to bottom. So just spread it around. Make sure you get every part. Okay. So while that's going, I will tell you what colors I'm using. For the bottom part, I'm using Botanical. This is the Tim Holtz Ranger alcohol ink in Botanical. I'll use that for the bottom. And then I have another one. I only use this, it's called Purple Twilight, but I showed my cup to my sister and she said it looked more bluish, so I'm going to mix amethyst with it to see how it looks. And then for her hair I use Poppy Field. So those are the 4 colors I'm going to use. Now when you do this, you will get some air bubbles. You can let it sit and rotate so it'll even out, and then you can get your heating gun, embossing gun, or I've seen people use blow torches. One of those ones, handheld ones. You take your glove off. I keep wipies on hand. You can't see it, but I keep wipies on hand. If I get any extra or excess epoxy on my hand, I can just use that to wipe it off. For some reason, a wipey cleans it off of you. So I'm going to use my heating tool, so it's going to get loud, so just give me a second. Okay, so you do that to pop any bubbles that you can see. So it's your choice if you want bubbles in them, if not. So what I did is I got the Botanical. I'm going to pre-open everything. I should have had these opened already. And all I did was pick up the Botanical and I just started dropping it into the ink. Now as you can see, it runs, so it'll spread. And you have to be careful, because sometimes I've noticed when I don't know if you saw that, the ink will pop right off of the epoxy will jump, I guess, and splatter onto your table or whatever you're using. And I just put it at the edge to let it drip down at the bottom of the cup as well. And you can measure how far up you want it to go. Like I want it to probably end there. So from right there, I'll just drip the color. And it will spread, so it's not going to stay in that one spot. And then it will mix with the other, see, it just pops right off. It'll mix with the other colors that you use. So if you're going for that color only, expect another color to show up. Like I said, I'm just dripping it here at the bottom of the cup so I can get the bottom green as well. And that's pretty much how you do that part. You can, oops, see, look, you gotta be careful because these inks pop out. So you can drip it anywhere else and it'll spread it. You can pour a little bit of alcohol if you want. It kind of, I'll show you. I'm gonna use 50-50 alcohol, or not 50, just 50% alcohol. I have a cotton ball. I'm just gonna put alcohol on it, kind of like soak it so I can drip it on, and then just squeeze it onto it, and it makes it spread. I know it's kind of hard to see at the angle I have you on, but it gives it like a, I don't know, a cool effect. Let's see, anywhere else. Okay, so let's do it like that, and now I'm going to do the purple part. Okay. I think that's where I want it. And the more it rotates, the more the alcohol will move and spread. So I'm gonna start with Purple Twilight. Just be careful, like I said, where you drop it. And then I'm gonna put the amethyst. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's pretty. See, to me the amethyst looks blue-ish, like a darker, it's a darker blue. I mean, not blue, darker purple. And I'm just going to mix them together. I'm just going to put one drop of the amethyst and let it do its thing, and just use mostly the Twilight Purple. As you can see, it's mixing with the green and it's turning a reddish orange color. So again with the amethyst. So let's see. I don't really like the amethyst color in there, so I'm just going to stick with the Twilight Purple, or Purple Twilight, I'm sorry, and just mix it like that. The amethyst kinda is running into it, but I'm not gonna put any more of it in there. And if you want, you can always go back with more of the botanical if you don't like the way it's coming out. Just add more color and see what happens. With this, it's a drop and see. You can never be sure what the ink's gonna do. Okay, so then now I'm gonna go in with Poppy Field for the hair. I think I'm gonna do more red on this one. So you just drop it on here. And it's gonna mix with the purple. And on my other cup it made like a darker, it looked kind of black. So this is all you do basically. Just drop the ink and let it spread and see what it does. So yeah, this is about everything that you need to know with alcohol ink and dropping it into epoxy. I am not the first to come up with this. I'm just showing you how I created the Ariel inspired alcohol ink tumbler. But yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, just let me know. You can leave me a comment and I will get to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching. I will put a picture at the end just to let you see how it turned out. Thanks. Bye.